What's up, y'all? It's your girl Soul Maiden coming at you live tonight. Studio is still under construction, so we are just gonna chat a little bit tonight. Y'all see the title, no retreat. So just to catch y'all up, I was really, really trying to get myself on this spiritual retreat. To head to Montego Bay. It was like 8 days. Was gonna be kicking it with one of the big homies in his camp, New Breed, who I follow on YouTube. And you guys really should check him out. He is a young brother that's really, really, really doing his thing. And but it was just gonna be too short notice. And then with the protocols, where I am in Anguilla, being that I am a certain section of the population right now, um, y'all read between the lines if y'all can. It is not as easy for me to get back and forth as I would like. Um, on top of that, flying into Miami, I would have flew into Miami, and then if I'm gonna leave the island to fly out to Jamaica and land in Miami, then I wouldn't have minded staying in the States for a little while. So I was trying to kill a lot of birds, but I needed more than one stone. So, just in using wisdom and everything, it ends up that there is no retreat. But guess what? There's no retreat and there's no surrender. I'm not giving in to the enemy at this point in time, y'all. There's times when you get low and you start really wondering if you're making the right decision with certain things that you're doing, and it's not every day is going to be a bed of roses, and roses grow with thorns. And so these are things that you have to deal with, because while you may end up with pretty roses in the vase, the person that's growing the roses, they got to wear tough gloves. And sometimes they got to wear long gloves or long shirt sleeves, because those beautiful, beautiful roses, they grow with thorns. And so sometimes you'll have situations that's not that ideal, you know? And so it was a little bit of a heartbreak, not to make it on the retreat. But again, like the title says, while there might be no retreat, you guys better believe that there is no retreat and there will be no surrender, because I'm going to stand firm in everything. Right now coming at y'all, the screen is still cracked. Try to work some stuff out with T-Mobile, but just again, being on the island, it's not just as easy. But these are things that you are willing to trade when you make the kind of move that I made. And so just a little bit of patience, a little bit of wisdom, um, and humility, of course, will bring the good things. I think I was going over some of my notes today, and I saw a note that I made that said patience, time, and tithes. And it was a good note for me to find today. And I just said, hey, while I don't have the media just really quite up and running, it's kind of like with the iPad being down and the cell phone being down. It's like you kind of lost my rhythm to how I put the lessons together and everything like that. And but every day ain't gonna be rosy. Every week ain't gonna be sunny, and every month ain't gonna be, a party, But the question is, are you gonna stop? And the answer is no. You might feel like things are shaky with the job, with the economy, with the prices, with this, with the that. And the devil certainly has a way of trying to put his stamp, on the situations, but you just can't let it get you down. You can't let it get to you. If you need that moment, where you got to stoop your shoulders for a second. We talk about David in our series. When the time comes, if you got to stoop your shoulders for a minute and cry out to God, then that's what you got to do, you know. But the question is, do you shake it off? Do you shake it off? Do you stand firm in the promises of Yah's word? And do you exercise wisdom in the meantime? Do you reach out for good advice, and when you get that advice, do you take it? All of that plays into whether or not, excuse me, y'all, we pour some lemonade. All of that plays into whether or not, you're able to stand firm. Y'all, this is some fresh squeezed lemonade that I make here on the island. It's so good. Sorry, excuse me while I take a sip. Y'all get to see me sip tonight. Well, tonight is actually limeade. I made it with the green limes, which is, you know, has a different flavor, but it's really just as good. A lot of people sleep on limeade, but you know, the Lord is just really quick to call me to account, because I'm living in the place where I always ask Him to let me live in. And those of you that know me know that this is really all I ever wanted. And so I think as I approach the 6 month mark being on the island, maybe getting a little bit of cabin fever, or, getting to that point of time when it's really time to become introspective and have that Zoolander moment. Any Zoolander fans out there where you be like, God, who am I? And God is like, I don't know, like you got to figure that out. You got to figure that out. God is there, definitely there to guide you and help you, but you got to drill down, when it just becomes you and God, you got to drill down into the important things. And sometimes a fight or flight moment or fight or flight response kicks in, but you can't run forever. At some point, you got to drill down and see what's going on, see what it takes to turn the ship around and do what you got to do, you know. And if you got a program going and you get an interruption, then just do what you can to just keep it moving. So the studio is still under construction. It's probably going to take about 2 weeks, and maybe for me to get the things that I need to get. The desks are on the island. I don't know if I was able to report that last time. The desks are on the island, so that I need to set up the studio and set up the computer in the room where I need it to be. And then that way we really can start to flex a little bit harder in terms of our content on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So I just want you guys to be encouraged as I remain the same. I just, try to ask Yah to, be with me and help me, because, I've started really, really good things since I've been here on the island, the channel being one of them. And, just started another ministry channel, another fellowship channel, Ascending Fellowship, with my sister and her husband. And my mom definitely going to be a recurring guest, Mother Carmelita. And so, I think a lot of times, just as you try to move forward, the enemy just tries to put stuff in your way and little irritants and try to throw you off track. So I'm really just trying to be mindful of all that and not get carried away under the tow, carried away into despair. And I think it's really good when you make deals with God, because it kind of helps to hold you to account, and so that you don't get adrift and you don't get carried away by this storm and that storm, and you have an anchor to hold on to, because if you're faithful to God, He's faithful to you, and that becomes a real promise that you can hold on to. And again, alluding to David, um that fits in well with all of our series that we're in the middle of. It fits in with David, where we see that he holds very dear to the promises of God and the relationship that he had with God, to where he would ask, don't let me go down to the grave, because, if I go down to the grave, what profit is that? I can't serve you from the grave, you know. And then in our No Heathen is Above You Now series, we really fortify ourselves through that series to know, look, if we serve the one true living and loving God, then our end is sure. Our end is sure, and it's sure to be good, and it's sure to be a pleasant end, and it's sure to be a peaceful end. You over in that other camp, it may not end so good. So, it's kind of like a guide for you, just The relationship with God is something that really keeps you balanced because this world is nothing but imbalance. And that relationship with God is precious for that reason and that reason alone. So I just said, just to keep up the energy, the frequency, the vibration, to keep up my end of the bargain and my deal as it relates to you guys, to be transparent and keep this train moving. We're not gonna really let the devil just come in and just get it like that. He can't do that. So more, for the next couple of weeks, we'll try to make sure to go live on Tuesdays, even if it's just a little word. And again, if y'all want me to just, we can do one-off scriptures. I don't mind just pulling a one-off scripture next Tuesday. I'll do an announcement, and I'll ask the Lord to give me a word to speak on next Tuesday. But I'm not gonna fake it with y'all and force to be like, oh, I gotta come with a Bible lesson. No, it's a reason and a season, and I'll come to y'all on this channel with whatever it is and whatever's going on. And to me, transparency is key, authenticity is key. And you're building a relationship with the audience, you're building a relationship with the people, and you're helping them to build their relationship with God. So it's good to see that every day is not rosy. It's good to see that people that are content creators don't have, aren't going to have just this old laid out thing all the time, because life happens. So this is still going to be a channel where we deal with life even as we speak life, because life is a myriad. It's a myriad of things. It's a winding road. And so that's the journey that I'm gonna be on at least for a year on this channel. So there is business that I do have to handle back in the States. And so, I may be broadcasting from the States for a little while, before you know it. And my dream is to be able to live and move back and forth between Anguilla and the States. But Anguilla, is just my home and my heart. And I definitely want to be able to be permanently here sooner than later. But I know for my own personal gratification and for my desire and wish for my heart, I am so happy that I've been able to, really pick myself up and say that I moved here and have been here for the better part of 6 months now. And it's allowed me to do creative things like bring this channel and do this content with y'all. So I'm not going to stay too long tonight. Bless up to you guys. Anybody that was watching live, I know I saw a couple people pop in and out. And anybody that catches this on the replay, yo, it's just a soul maiden saying, what's up, bless up, praise up. We're going to keep moving, just give a word of encouragement, give an update, give a word of encouragement to you guys. Whatever you're going through, just know that there is no retreat and there is no surrender. We've already won the war, right? So why would I continue to fight with you when I know that I've already defeated you? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you all my energy. I'm going to be still, see, and know that my God is God. And together, as we do that, we will rise mightily as a people. So with that, your girl is really gonna sign off. I owe, and also to balance the scales, I'm working a little bit more hours now. I've recouped a little bit of strength. Y'all, those who know my personal story, um, and I may talk about it one day on here as the Lord leads me to share for those of you that don't know. But I've been able to really recoup some strength since I've been here on the island. So I'm able to kind of work almost a 40-hour week now. So all things in due time and good time. And we just gonna move and advance forward because that's the only thing for us to do in this time. And I just want to say bless y'all. And I just pray that the Lord really keep y'all. And y'all don't forget my inbox is open. Don't forget your girl is a master's degree trained therapist, counselor. So I'm also going to be looking to get that off the ground, which is a big dream to do here. And that was one of the main reasons I got that degree. So there's still foundational work to be done. There's groundwork to be laid, And so your girl gonna keep at it. No retreat, no surrender. We under construction, but we ain't stopping. And with that, just remember that ego's my trip, but humble never stumbles. So with that, your girl Soul Maiden is out. Check for the replay on Saturday. I'm gonna run the Psalms chapter 2. So for anybody that's watching it and just wanting to catch the replay, we'll just run Psalms 1, 2, and 3 in succession on the replay on Saturday. And by the time Psalms 1, 2, and 3 is done, we should have the desk and everything set up in the studio room, and we should be ready to go live and jump back into our series and have a lot more interactive content. And remember, if any of y'all want to jump on the platform with me to discuss any of the lessons that we're going over, just hit me in the comments and I'll definitely schedule and have you on and we can kick it together. So with that, your girl Soul Maiden is out. Y'all be good and pray for me as I pray for you. So watch for the replay on Saturday. I'll catch you back here live next Tuesday. I'll go ahead and have a one-off Bible study ready next Tuesday so we can run through something. I'll send you guys a reminder in the middle of the week to let you know what I come up with. And hopefully you'll be jazzed to catch that next week. So with that, check the playlist. I got enough content down there. Y'all can get a good flavor for what we do over here. If this is your first time watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, Soul Maiden out.